In the heart of the world, where clouds kiss the stone giants, lies a mountain range lost to maps and memory. This is the realm of legends, a place where the earth breathes and the peaks hold secrets older than time itself. They call it the Jade Spine, a formidable barrier of jagged rock and whispering mists. Few who have dared to seek its summit have ever returned, for this is not a realm for the mortal heart. And today, a new story will be etched into its slopes. A tale of a creature whispered only in the most ancient of texts. A beast born from the very essence of the mountains. Legends speak of a guardian, a creature of immense power, whose roar can shatter stone, and whose gaze can freeze the soul. Its scales are said to be forged from obsidian, shimmering with an unnatural light, and its eyes burn with the cold fire of a distant star. It is the Jiwei, the nine-tailed fox, but not as the storybooks tell it. This is no mere trickster. This is a primordial force, a judge of spirits and a keeper of celestial balance. Its appearance is a spectacle of terrifying beauty, a promise of both wonder and ruin. It is said that the Jiwei who appears only when the world is out of balance. Its presence a harbinger of a great trial. And as the mists part, revealing its silhouette against the stormy sky, one can't help but feel a primal fear. It's the fear of the unknown. The awe of standing before something so ancient and powerful that it defies all human understanding. This is the fear that has driven our myths for centuries. The desire to comprehend the forces that shape our world, forces that are often beautiful and deadly in equal measure. Our story finds a lone traveler Kai, an envoy sent from the last human settlement, a place teetering on the edge of hope and despair. He carries a message, a plea for aid from the mythical guardians of the world. 4 weeks he has journeyed through treacherous lands, following the cryptic clues left by his ancestors. Now he stands at the foot of the Jade Spine, his destination within sight, but his spirit heavy with exhaustion. The air here is different, thick with an energy that makes the hair on his arms stand up. Every rustle of leaves sounds like a whisper. Every shadow seems to move with a life of its own. He feels watched, judged. As he ventures deeper, the landscape begins to shift around him. The familiar path dissolves into a confusing labyrinth of rock and gnarled trees. Illusions flicker at the edge of his vision, ghostly images of his home, now vibrant and safe, then desolate and lost. Whispers echo in his mind, voices of doubt and despair, tempting him to turn back. This is the beast's trial, a test not of physical strength, but of mental fortitude. The Jiwei, who is weaving a tapestry of his deepest fears, challenging the very core of his resolve. Kai stumbles, his knees weak, the illusions overwhelming his senses. He sees visions of failure, of his people succumbing to the encroaching darkness he was sent to prevent. His hope begins to crumble, the weight of his mission crushing him. Just as he is about to surrender to the despair, his hand closes around a small, smooth object in his pouch. It's the jade pendant he received from the spirit of the western woods. A small, cool stone carved in the shape of a leaf. Holding it, he feels a surge of warmth spread through him. A quiet strength that cuts through the fog of illusions. It reminds him of his purpose, of the people who are counting on him. The illusions waver, the whispers fade. He reads, his eyes now clear and determined, and takes another step forward into the heart of the beast's domain. He emerges into a vast, circular clearing. At its center, under a sky churning with storm clouds, sits the Jiwei. It is larger than any mountain, its 9 tails swaying like ancient trees in a gale. Its eyes, twin pools of starlight, are fixed on him. There is no malice in its gaze, only an ancient, unfathomable intelligence. This is the final confrontation. Kai, showing no fear, kneels and presents the plea from his people. He speaks not of war or power, but of balance, of the encroaching blight that threatens to consume both the human and the spirit worlds. He speaks of the need for harmony, the very principle the Jiwei who is said to uphold. The great beast listens, its head tilted. Then, with a voice that is both a rumble of thunder and the chime of 1,000 tiny bells. It speaks. The trial was not to destroy him, but to see if he was worthy. It was to test if his heart was pure, his will unbroken, and his purpose aligned with the balance of the world. Many had come before him, driven by greed or fear, and all had failed the test of illusions. But Kai, guided by hope and a sense of duty, had passed. As the Jue who speaks, the storm clouds above begin to part. Golden light pours down, illuminating the clearing. The mountain itself seems to hum with energy, its stony face transforming into a spectacle of glowing jade and crystal. The danger was a facade, a necessary crucible to forge a true champion. The Jue, who was never a monster to be slain, but a guardian to be understood. With the trial complete, the beast bestows its gift. One of its 9 tails detaches, transforming into a luminous, crystalline scroll. It floats down into Kai's outstretched hands. This is the Celestial Map, a relic that reveals the hidden pathways of the spirit world and the locations of the other guardians. It is the key to fulfilling his quest and restoring the balance. The Jue, who has not given him a weapon, but something far more powerful, knowledge. But with this gift comes a warning. The Jue, who speaks of a shadow that stirs in the deep, a force of pure chaos that seeks to unravel all of creation. It warns Kai that the trials ahead will be far greater, and that not all guardians he seeks will be as willing to help. A new sense of urgency settles over Kai. The chaos that had filled the air just moments ago is replaced by a serene calm, but it's a fragile peace, tinged with the foreboding of a much larger conflict on the horizon. As Kai looks up, the magnificent Jue who begins to fade, its form dissolving back into the mists and the light, becoming one with the mountain once more. The clearing returns to normal, leaving only the glowing scroll in Kai's hands as proof of the encounter. He is alone again, but no longer lost. The myths teach us that what we fear most is often a reflection of our own limitations. The Jue, who is not just a monster from a story, it represents the terrifying, beautiful truth that true strength is not about conquering our fears, but about understanding them. It is about reverence for the powerful forces of nature and the wisdom to know our place within its grand design. The legend lives on, a whisper on the wind, a silent reminder of the balance between all things. Kai looks at the celestial map, its light illuminating a new path forward. But as his eyes trace the glowing lines, he notices a dark, spreading stain at its edge, a corruption that seems to be growing, pulsing with a life of its own. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more tailies from the classic of mountains and seas. We'll see you next time.